Check, check. Steak, do we want a countdown? Countdown or no countdown?
Countdown.
Countdown?
Countdown.
Countdown coming.
7.5 minute countdown.
Two, check three. Hello, Steak. Hello, chat. Hello, everybody. How we doing? And welcome to the Pikkit pregame. We had a pretty cool overlay here that I was going to try to use, but you know what? I don't know that I am swaggy enough. Oh, here we go. Yeah, so maybe that'll show when we oh, you know what? Look at this. This is good.
Yeah, I bet you like that.
Okay, hold on. I'm just fucking around over here. I mean, it's the same thing. The pregame, nice job to Natalie W. Pikkit for putting this together. And as you know, we usually do the Pikkit pregame once a week. It used to be the happy hour. Now we do a pregame show, and we have same day, different hat. That's right, MJ. That's a good one. I thought you were going to go NFL if anything, since we're talking Super Bowl. But I guess it's championship, right?
Yeah,
Is that maybe?
Yeah. There's no rhyme or reason, to be honest.
So when you pick out hats, and I'm not joking, I'm being dead serious. Like, if you're going to pick out a hat, you're not thinking like, is anything we're talking about today have anything to do with this team?
I could give you the recipe, but the sauce won't taste the same.
Oh, you love that saying. You love that. Yeah, I've never heard you say that before. What is that? Is that in a Rick Ross song? Yeah, no. Ratatouille. Anyways, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. What's up, everybody? Wow, look at Ian in the Pikkit Twitch chat. Look at that. What's up, Ian? How you doing? 228-488. Everybody that's in here. I see a lot of you guys are in the YouTube Pikkit YouTube channel. Like and sub. What's up? I love Squilliam Johnson. That was a mirror quote. Yep. When is Pikkit pregame going to be once NFL is over? Tim Delaney, that's great. Great question. If you have any ideas, let us know. We're still kind of brainstorming, but we're probably going to focus around college basketball slates, and then like any sort of big event. So, obviously we have the draft coming up, maybe opening day for baseball, shit like that. So we'll figure it out. But anyways, we got a fun stream. Oh, look at that. I don't know how that happened, but nice job, Natalie. If that was you, great job. We got a great show. We have a fun show. And this has been a buildup, if you want to call it that, of talking Super Bowl props, talking Super Bowl bets. Steak, you and I, we had Krabs on today on the board review, and we went through some prize pick squares. That was a good time. But I think in terms of like really digging in, we are going to have Greg on tomorrow, and maybe Beef on our show again at 10 a.m., the board review, and we'll be talking with those lads. But today we have a loaded, like a baked potato from Wendy's, loaded guest list today. So let me tell you who we've got. We've got, first up, Krabs and Javon are going to be joining us at 5:15. Then we've got the Lines at Lunch crew. I believe Ryan Sura and Sandy will be up here. 6 o'clock Eastern, we got Ramble, MJ and Royal. And then we're closing it out at 6:30 with Be Tidy. And I don't know Be Tidy. We know everybody else.
I don't either.
I keep hearing great things about Be Tidy. I keep hearing he's a funny dude. He's a riot. I called him today, actually, to just be like, hello, introducing myself, letting you know we're running the Pikkit show. I'll send you the stream link if you have any questions, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, oh, I thought you were a bill collector. I thought that was kind of funny. Good joke already. Some dad humor, kind of my style. It's pronounced B Titty. Oh, B-T-I-D-Y is B Titty. Okay. All right. We could do that. Yep.
Do you trust Pranav, or do you think it's a really good joke by Pranav?
I don't think Pranav is a titty joke kind of guy.
Really?
Yeah, dude, he's got a suit and tie in his fucking profile picture.
I think he could still get down with a little titty joke.
Oh, he could. But the question is he right now? No. Pranav is a funny dude, but do I think yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, no, he's not dropping titty jokes right now. He's all business. Also, he's also on Drake May's series. Yeah, he's also got a MVP award coming up there with I didn't realize it. Did you see what he said about Drake May and the MVP?
Oh, is that tonight?
That's what he said. I didn't know that.
Oh shit, that's going to Matt Stafford. Sorry, Pranav. Unfortunately, that's going to Matt Stafford.
What else? Wait, are the player awards all tonight, or am I getting?
Yeah, Tyler Shook won Rookie of the Year, right? Already?
Did he?
I think so. Yeah.
It wasn't a Emeka Egbuka, huh?
It was not a Emeka Egbuka.
Yeah.
Emeka Egbuka didn't catch a pass after week 9. I'm pretty sure.
No, he didn't. Do you remember when we took Emeka Egbuka live against the Saints at the bar and Baker overthrew him? I mean, it hit his hands, but it was kind of an overthrow. That was tough.
Do you remember? I collapsed into my arms.
Yeah, that's right. Splashkeys, what's up? Not the official one. It was the fan vote.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Guy ruined me in fantasy. Yeah, let's just give it. What is Pranav saying? Let's just give it to the guy with the best receivers and best coach and craziest wife. He is so funny. Listen,
Drake May wins in the wife department against Matt Stafford for sure.
Do you follow Drake May's wife on any social media platform?
Follow? No. Have I seen her? Yes. She's
okay. She is. You should actually follow her. I follow her on TikTok. And again, I'm not the biggest TikTok guy, but I pop in every now and then. My TikTok is like your real app, but I'm not like doing anything bad in there. Maybe I got a few conspiracy videos that I like to listen to. But when an Ann May video comes up and she's making something. I watched one today. I just realized I watched one today. It was great. You want to know what I watched?
I'm just going to take a guess and say she made banana bread.
No, so she does more than bake. She cooks, like cooks actual meals. Kind of reminds me of Chris Godwin's wife. I don't know her name, but she's excellent. Follow on Instagram as well. She had chicken sausage. It was already cooked. She cut it up. She sauteed it in the pan, and then she cut up broccoli. She put broccoli in the pan, and then this blew my fucking mind. I never seen this before. She took a box of orzo. You know what orzo is?
Yeah, I do.
Right. Orzo is like pasta, and you got to cook it. She put it in the pan. Like she didn't boil it in water. Then she took a cup of fucking chicken stock and put the chicken stock in there. Then you cover it and you let it simmer. So the chicken stock cooked the orzo in with the broccoli, in with the fucking chicken sausage. And then this is when I knew that she was fucking wife material. And this is why I love Drake May. You know what she did after that? She put a pound of Parmesan cheese on that bitch and mixed it all the way in. And I was like, God damn, Drake May is the luckiest dude ever. This was the easiest fucking recipe that I had never made in my life. And now I can't wait to make it.
I was going to say, we might have to try that, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. That sounds delicious.
Shout out to Chef Timbo Slice, by the way. Hutch Bets, you know what that is? Protein. That's right. Protein is in everything. And Michael saved my life. Pickett says not the real award. Copy that. All right. Steak. We have a lot of Super Bowl betting to talk about, and we're gonna be giving our thoughts and opinions, but it's gonna be a marathon. It's a 2-hour show. We're gonna let our guests do a lot of the talking and see what they have to say and give our opinions and whatnot. But it's 5:12. We have Krabs and Javon coming up soon. Before we get them up and we start talking ball, I just realized something. It's pretty early, and I don't place my wagers before 5:00. Why? Don't ask me. But I got my card out, and I wanted to tell you. I think you might be.
Sorry, you go first. We didn't do the Sunday Steak Special.
It's okay. We have time. That's kind of what I was getting at. I'm going to remind myself at 6. I'll put it. You put it in, and then we'll post it. But I just wanted to tell you what I have and see if I missed anything, because we talked about this, and I don't want to miss something. Michigan minus 24.5.
Yes, that's king of the board play.
Yep. West Virginia plus 5.5.
Yep.
I took the Panthers money line, a little bit of value. I took a half unit Panthers money line. I just had to. Probably a shit wager, but I actually do like the Islanders Devils over. I'm fading the obvious under, and I'm on that over 5.5 minus 105. I don't know if you got in or out on that one. And then the Chicago Bulls Toronto Raptors. I told you this. I'm going to take the over in that game. Chicago's got a lot of guards. I don't know if anybody's going to play any defense. I don't even know if any of them are playing, honestly. Don't rely on me for NBA stuff. Over 226.5. And then I took our hot dude. I'm going to ride him. Cooper Flag over 23.5 points.
Perfect. So we align. I decided to take the Bulls.
Really?
Yeah, I'm buying what I would think is the worst trade deadline news. I went through the list of who did awful at the trade deadline, and I've decided it's the Chicago Bulls. I have my own opinions on the LA Clippers, but we don't need to go over that right now. The Chicago Bulls don't have a player over 6'10", and I'm pretty sure their roster currently has 10+ guards. There's a list of like what these guys have, and it's very, very bad. I'm buying the worst trade deadline news against the Raptors, who blew a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter last night. And I think the Raptors are going to be sloppy and sleepy, and the Bulls will keep up. Maybe even win outright. Just saying.
Wow. Hold on one second. Okay. Natalie just texted me and asked if I could do a different camera view to see how that looks on their Instagram feed. So Natalie, I see you. If this looks any better, let us know. I heard everything you said about the Bulls. Okay. I'm kind of with it. So that'll be your Sunday Steak Special. I'll probably, oh my gosh, I forgot the fucking Penguins. We're going to rock the Penguins, aren't we? Or are you
taking the Penguins? I like the Penguins.
Oh, we were going to have some fun and take the Penguins to score first. That's right.
Yeah, that's what it was. When does that start?
Probably 7. So
okay.
we'll have to take a break. Yeah, no, you're good. And real quick, before we get the behind the lines guys up here, Splashkey says, I have Cooper Flag under 23.5, Jeff. God damn you. Sandy, I'm assuming, are you just fading Cooper?
Fading hot dudes.
He's just fading hot dudes, and that's fine. That's fine. We're just experimenting here. We're just experimenting. We're gonna see. All right, let's rock and roll here. Let's get Krabs and Javon up. They are in studio, gentlemen. Oh my God, I'm gonna throw the fuck up. He's got a Tom Brady Bucks jersey on. I'm actually gonna throw up. I don't even know if I can do this right now.
You know he did that. You know he did that to fuck with you.
And it's Jen. You see it?
See what?
Your favorite Super Bowl patch. Right
Yeah. No, it was not. You know what though? I will say this, just not to spend too much time on this. Steak, you were at the casino in Vegas. Do you remember this on the Bucs Super Bowl run when they beat the Saints and they beat the Packers? And I told you, I said, give me 500 on the Bucs against the Saints. Do you remember that? And you placed it for me and sent the ticket. And then I did it again with the Packers. And then I did it again with the Chiefs. I don't bet on my team very often. That run, I will say thank you, Tom Brady, because it was the most profitable I've ever been. But I have to tell you, it was the least excited I've ever been. Shout out Tom Brady, who
insanity.
We can't do this right now. We're gonna spend all 30 minutes talking about Tom Brady. He's beefing it up with the Patriots fans right now, which is kind of fun.
Very L take.
Okay, fine. I can accept it. I feel like Krabs might be in my corner on that because he seems like a guy who would have he seems like a guy who actually hates juggernauts and like big athletes a little bit more, whereas Steak has no backbone, and apparently Javon will just bend over and sell his soul.
I think Krabs would sell a testicle on the black market to have Tom Brady come to the Commanders and win a Super Bowl.
That's exactly what Javon said when I tried to give him shit about the jersey. He said, "You'd do anything to have Tom Brady be your QB to win a Super Bowl." I said, "You know what? You're right." Yeah.
All right, fine. I guess I really am on an island here. That sucks. All right, gentlemen, Krabs, thanks for joining us earlier and going through the prize picks board. That was a good time. Javon, it's been a while. We look forward to hearing your thoughts on the game. We do have to talk puck sometime in the future as well. But I guess since we did spend half an hour with Krabs, let's maybe start with Javon on just kind of maybe we'll work our way into what side are you leaning towards? Maybe if you have a thought on the total, and then we'll slowly start to get into player props, some fun bets, maybe novelty bets if you have any. But where are you at right now with the square Seahawks -4.5 or the contrarian Patriots +4.5?
So I want to go with the Patriots, but I want to go with them early. I want to take them in the first half. The one thing that's like always in the back of my head now looking at this game is I don't know if we're getting the super sharp side to pay out in the end, back-to-back years. I'm scared of going there, even though like this is probably, I think Steak or one of you two said it, it's probably like the most contrarian side we've seen in the Super Bowl in quite some time, it feels like. But I don't know. I kind of want to back them, not just because nobody wants them, but in the end, like I feel like if you're Sam Darnold in the Super Bowl, I feel like if you're the Seahawks offense in the Super Bowl, you're going to come out early a little conservative. You want to ground and pound against a defense and a D-line that's been better than people realize. Go with like a little conservative approach. And I think the Patriots are fine kind of nickel and diming their way early on. So I think the early first half could be theirs, and whatever happens in the second half, I don't know. Maybe the Seahawks connect on some shots or however it plays out, but I'm stuck on the first half.
Krabs, you're leaning Patriots. Do you now? Typically, when Steak and I talk about games, he's more of just like go. For example, like we were liking Houston, and I was like, "Ooh, maybe I'll take UCF team total under." He's like, "No, let's just play Houston." I always get cute with something like that, like Javon says, and then Steak will tell me, "No, just do the spread." Are you? I know you're leaning Patriots as well. Do you not like that read? And would you say just sack up and take the points full game?
I would say sack up and take the points full game, but I respect the sell job. I love the sell job, and I'll be tailing that as well. The Super Bowl is when you take the rule book, you throw it out the window, throw it in the trash. You could send as many bets as you want on the Super Bowl and have no shame. So I'll be tailing that first half. I'll be taking full game. I'll be taking a sprinkle on the ML as well. And yeah, I'll be taking every play that pretty much comes out of this dude's brain.
Okay, fair enough. How about this? So Steak had a write-up in the on the Book It website for a long shot MVP wager, Marcus Jones, which I thought was a pretty good read. Apparently, it's a collab with Bill Simmons. We had no idea. That's great, and Pranav will probably take it too, and everybody else in Massachusetts. Do you guys like anything for MVP? I had the odds up not that long ago, but I don't know if you guys saw this. I saw a video this morning that Emamari was limping to his hotel room, and I noticed he went from 66 to 1 to 75 to 1. So I don't know. I don't know. There might be some real legitimate concern there, or it could be FUD, as I like to call it. Krabs, any thoughts on a MVP wager? And if not, feel free to pull anything that you've got to read out of your ass.
Yeah. I mean, look, the MVP, it almost always goes to the QB, even though I'm not crazy enough to typically fade that narrative. I respect what Steak is saying, and I love the article. It's a great article, and I think it's a great long shot. I just think the play is probably Drake May plus 240, to be honest with you, instead of taking Sam Darnold at plus 120. That's probably what I would take if I had to take something that in my gut felt like was the winner. Is that fun? No. Does that make too much sense? Yes. So it certainly concerns me. Javon has a guy who he thinks is going to go off in this game that people aren't expecting at plus 2,800s.
He really plus.
He's not even a starting running back. He's a backup running back. He has the 5th shortest odds though.
Really?
To win the MVP, which is pretty crazy.
A little spread.
Actually, that's Ramondre Stevenson shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Travion Henderson plus 7,500s. I feel like could be worth a shout.
That's worth a shot.
As a value play there.
That's worth a shot. That would be my long shot if I were to take one, which I will be taking. But
just to confirm, which one? Travion Henderson's your long shot?
Henderson.
Okay, so let's talk about Travion Henderson for a second. That's a pretty good segue. And then Steak, jump in here because you're also liking the Patriots. This guy was awesome during the regular season, and we know Javon as Bucs fans. They beat us down in Tampa, and it really wasn't like the best game for Drake May. But that was a game Travion broke off, I think, a 50 and a 60-yard touchdown run. Yeah. He had maybe almost 200 yards, or he did have 200 yards. He looked great. He was getting praised throughout the entire season almost. People in fantasy had him and were loving him. He was a steal, blah, 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 blah. He's just done absolutely nothing in the playoffs. I haven't really paid enough attention to understand why that is. I don't know if it's like, pass protection, or he fumbled and he's in the doghouse, or maybe Stevenson has just been that good. But what's the read on Stevenson to show up in the Super Bowl after not doing anything in the playoffs and having a game?
I'll say it like this, because I think one of the reasons why he hasn't done very much is because of the defenses they've played. Like, when they play a man coverage defense, like their explosive plays, they can get them down the field. Like they can throw the bomb to Boutte that we've seen a billion times. They can throw it to Mac Hollins for 20 yards, which they do way too many times, but that's a separate conversation. But when they play a zone team, which the Chargers is one of them, they kind of have to find like a different way to get him involved, to get like explosive, dynamic athleticism on the field. So like that's when he plays a lot more. So like now they're going to play the Seahawks, who play like the 3rd most zone in the NFL with like 2 high safeties. I think they need him involved a lot more than the past couple of games where they played the Broncos and the Texans, which are 2 fantastic defenses, but 2 like lace them up and play man defenses. They play like heavy man. So like that's why I think he's going to get involved. And it's funny you bring up the Bucs game, because that's one of the reasons why I like Travion. All of his lines are super low, but I think it's pretty smart to go like alt props for him in this game, because when he does get involved, I think it's going to be an explosive play. I think if you're getting any usage of him, it's going to be very boom or bust. And I think we're getting the boom side of it.
Steak, as a Patriots backer, what do you think about that?
I don't hate it at all. For me, well, first of all, I'll say how I feel about Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold has been doubted pretty much every game up until this game, all the way back to the game against the Niners for the 1 seed. Not talking about the playoff game, but the regular season game against the Niners, the 1 seed. People are saying these are the games Sam Darnold loses and he wins. Then they play the Niners in the playoffs, and they're saying it again. Well, I don't trust Sam Darnold in the playoffs, and he doesn't have to do much. Rashid Shaheed runs that kick back, and all of a sudden the Seahawks literally don't have to score anymore to win that game because the Niners only score 6 points. Then it's, well, he's not going to outduel Matt Stafford and the Rams. He can't possibly do that, and he does that. He outplayed Matt Stafford and made fewer mistakes and won the game, and now we've reached the point with Sam Darnold where I can't buy anymore. It's like Bitcoin at $100,000, whatever you want to call it. The price for Sam Darnold has officially reached a point I can't buy anymore. Whereas Drake May, his stock was really high, I feel like, at the end of the regular season, but he's been pretty awful in the playoffs. So I really want to buy Drake May specifically. So like when Krabs says Drake May MVP plus 240, I obviously think that's a good wager. I'm not putting all my eggs in a 90-1 Marcus Jones basket. I think Drake May has a massive game. So I wanted to find a way to believe that Travion Henderson could get involved in the receiving game, but I can't get around it being Ramondre Stevenson. being the receiving back. So for that reason, I couldn't get there with Travion Henderson, but I don't hate it.
I think what I like the most that Javon said is if you're gonna take something on Travion, you should alt it, because kind of like what we saw with Shaheed last game. He had one catch, I think, and it was 51 yards.
Yeah.
So he's definitely a big play guy. And I don't know. I mean, you have to think the Mike McDonald's a smart defensive dude. The defense, the Seattle Seahawks defense is great, but the Rams running backs were finding some room. More specifically, Blake Corum had a pretty good game, and Travion Henderson's got to be fresh as shit too, which was part of the reason we targeted Blake Corum, because he only had like 6 carries in Chicago. Krabs, so that's a good long shot bet for MVP. I know you're squaring up for MVP with Drake May. What about like a really cheeky prop bet? Whether it's like longest reception or, well, I know we talked about like some prize pick squares or anything, but was there a guy or a bet that you had in mind? Not on prize picks. That's just a straight wager.
Yep. You came to the right place. Okay, I got you covered. Fastest ball carrier to stay on the Travion Henderson train. You get Travion Henderson at plus 750 to break one. He was a plus 1200 when these odds dropped, and he's all the way down to plus 750. Is the third shortest odds in this category. Obviously, Rashid Shaheed is the favorite here at plus 130. If he catches a bomb, he's going to win this. I don't think he's getting to catch in this game. His prize pick squares are telling me way too easy to click the more than for him in this game on Sunday. I don't think he's going to have a single catch. Maybe he breaks one and returns a kickoff, I guess, but I don't even know if that counts for this. JSN is second shortest odds at plus 300. I'm thinking he's getting clamped by Christian Gonzalez. So a couple other guys as well that are involved. Kenneth Walker, who I just think stinks, is at plus 550. I mean, I don't even know if he can get his legs to run that fast. I like Travion Henderson at plus 750. Fastest ball carrier in this game. If he does break one, if you're taking those alt lines, you could cash both on one play.
That's actually pretty fun. So clocking speed.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're going to be timing all the players when they got the ball in their hands, and whoever's the fastest ball carrier will cash this wager.
Okay.
I love what you said about Rashid Shaheed, because I don't like him in the receiving game either. I think Kenneth Walker is going to struggle more than people expect, and they're going to try to get cute and get Rashid Shaheed on a run play in this game to try to break something open. And so I like what you said about the receiving a lot.
I got another one real quick
Go ahead.
well that's not just about Travion Henderson, so this is not just a Travion Henderson show. It's a two-folded one here. I like overtime at plus 750. I think this game could be cinema. I think we could certainly get overtime. I've already seen it. Borregales kicking a 45-yarder to go to OT as the clock expires. If you wanted to lay a little bit less of a crazy wager, you could take, will the game be tied again after 0-0? Yes, at minus 115. That gives you a little bit more leeway. If you think this game will be close, if you think the Patriots have a chance, if they have a pulse, I think it's going to be relatively low scoring, although the under might be a little too square for me to take at this point. I do think this is a way to maybe bet this to be a pretty close back and forth battle. At minus 115, I'll be betting that, and I'll be sprinkling on overtime at plus 750.
I don't hate that at all. Steak, didn't you take overtime the year that the Chiefs and Niners went in, or was that just any other player to?
I sprinkle it a lot of Super Bowls to be
played. Yeah, right. I'm not saying you're batting 100 here on the overtime play, but that is a fun one to do. That's what I like. I want some fun wagers. Yep. So these are good because they're not things that I've heard of, nor have I really given too much thought. By the way, real quick, I'm looking at most rushing yards for the game. If you really wanted to get crazy, Travion Henderson is 18-1. And the only reason I feel like there's opportunity for rushing props is because I actually, even though I like the Seahawks, I'm with the fading Kenneth Walker. Now, somebody mentioned it. Krabs, I think you're on the under 74.5. I think that opened in the 80s. So it got hammered, but then it got all the way down to 70.5. Somebody in the chat said somebody hit that over really hard. Over went from 70.5 back to 74.5. So either this is the greatest head fake of all time and Kenneth Walker is going to go fucking ballistic, or somebody's just like, this is ridiculous. I got to buy low and take Kenneth Walker. But I'm down to get in on some guys like Travion Henderson or somebody else that could potentially show up that we're not really expecting. How about Javon? We talked about AJ Barner for Krabs for a long shot touchdown scorer. I thought maybe I would get in on Bobo or Arroyo. But we think there's
When you
some,
say that.
Yeah, go ahead. You got any thoughts on that?
So I guess this is twofold here. One of my novelty props that I like is the over 2.5 players to attempt to pass, which is at plus 160. I think that team is the Seahawks, and I think it's because their whole strategy, I think, is going to be lull the Patriots to sleep, even though like it might not be super effective with like K9 running for 2 yards every single play, but I think they have to like run the ball, throw it short to set up a deep bomb, which I think everybody knows like their to get cute play at this point is not really to go deep, but it's like it's a Shaheed jet sweep. But people forget like Kubiak when he was with like the Vikings, and that was the last time he was an OC and kind of needed like novelty plays because the last time he was an OC was last year in New Orleans when he had Taysom Hill, so it wasn't really the same. But he was not afraid to let like Justin Jefferson and a couple of those guys throw passes too. I feel like this is the perfect time to do that, especially because I think that's going to be their strategy. And maybe that's how they open it up with something crazy in like the second half. But Arroyo is probably my favorite long touchdown scorer. That's not Travion, long shot touchdown scorer, assuming he plays because he hasn't played in like a month now or a month and a half. I think it was more because of who they're playing and what they were going to do. But the Patriots run a bunch of nickel. So like the corners, that means more corners are on the field. So how do you counter that? It's with multiple tight end sets. So I have a feeling that Barno will be involved. Sure. I think he's going to have a pretty big role in this game, but whoever the second tight end is, hopefully it's Arroyo. Maybe it's Saubert, which would kind of suck because he's a blocking tight end. But I think that little gadget play also might be to whoever that is. But I would not be surprised for Arroyo to be in the end zone.
I love everything you just said. You just have to promise me one thing. You'll sprinkle over 2.5 players to throw a touchdown too at whatever the odds are. Because I think it's 30-1 again or something like that. And it has to be sprinkled because I'm
going to have to be in on that.
Yeah.
I'll say this. I think even though I like the under, I'm on the under. And I definitely acknowledge it's a square play. It feels like one of those. I mean, you listen to everybody talk about this game. The most popular, narratives are the Seahawks are going to win this game. It's going to be a low scoring game. And then the third thing would probably be Kenneth Walker under rushing yards, which I was very surprised by, but it makes so much sense. I like the interior D line of the Patriots, specifically Milton Williams. I can't stop watching this guy. Like it reminds me of when I used to watch Warren Sapp. I wouldn't even pay attention to the game. I just couldn't take my eyes off a defensive lineman, which is pretty rare. I want to get down with either some sack props or some defensive touchdowns. Like I think this game, even though I like the under, I still think things are going to get weird. And then if Sam Darnold and Drake May shit the bed, I have enough faith in Kubiak and Josh McDaniels for 2 weeks of preparation to draw up some very cheeky plays. So I feel like even though I have the score prediction 21-17, I still think it's going to be a fun game to bet props. I see you rolling your eyes, bitch. Yeah, you think that's funny? All right, how about this? 24-17 and 27-17. Those are my 3 exact scores. The Patriots are scoring 17 points. I don't know what else to tell you. They're scoring 17 points. So
by halftime.
By halftime. Yeah, okay. But all right, gentlemen, in the the last like 6-7 minutes that we have you here, I know Javon, you kind of talked about how you thought the game was going to go with attacking the Patriots in the first half, but are there any sort of narratives or angles that you're looking at in this game or players that you're targeting?
I mean, pretty much everything I've already said. I think it's a big Travion game, so I'm finding ways to attack it in every which way possible with some juicy alts.
Krabs, anything else that we haven't talked about?
Oh
no, geez,
I mean,
you sure did. You fucking love it.
I got another nasty one.
Yeah.
Another nasty novelty prop here. Will there be a missed field goal? If I were to ask you what the odds would be for there to be a missed field goal, we'll go with no. What do you think the odds would be for there not to be a missed field goal in this game?
Man.
And let me give you some background here.
Okay.
Myers has been sketchy down the stretch. He's missed a couple field goals at the end of the regular season after he was like the best kicker for the first 2/3 of the year. He kind of fell off, missed a bunch of kicks. Borregales has missed a couple kicks in the playoffs as well.
Yeah.
So what would you think the odds would be for no missed field goals in the
minus
Super Bowl?
130?
Wait. What he was just saying is that there should be a missed field goal. So yes, I would think yes would be like minus 150 because both kickers have been sketchy. So then
Right.
that would mean I'd think the no would probably be a plus price. You said you think the no is minus 130?
Correct. That's my guess. Yes.
Steak's putting his tinfoil cap on.
Well,
He's got his
that's
sharp brain still locked.
Yeah, so that
You guys are both right. You're both right.
Right.
The Jen, you are right. It should be yes or no missed field goals should be
a plus price.
Plus chicken on paper, looking at all these field goals that have been missed. Okay. It's actually minus 150 for no missed field goals.
So just to be clear, Krabs, for those keeping score at home, I was actually right?
Yes, you were way closer.
Thank you, Krabs.
Yep.
Well, you jumped
a little check in the steak tally there.
Steak did a good job because he knew he's like, oh, there's a reason you're asking. Let me basically go.
The Jen was trying to capture the sentiment of like what Krabs was trying to get him to say.
I was showing my work.
Sharp. I know it's about to be weird.
In math class, you could just put the answer or you could show your work. I was just showing my work.
Yeah.
Steak went right to telling you
You're both right. You're both right is crazy.
It's not crazy. We were both right.
Give you a participation trophy.
We were both right. I was working it out. You didn't even let me answer. Anyways, let's get back to what the guy's saying because he actually brings up a pretty good point. But I have a theory. You want my theory?
Please.
On why that's going to happen? So just to get back to what you're saying, the no is minus 150, that there's not going to be a missed field goal?
150. Yep.
I have a theory. And you know what I've been hearing a lot when I'm listening to these people talk about these games? Oh, these are two conservative coaches. You know, if they're at the 40 and it's 4th and 1, they're going to kick the field goal. They're going to take the points or they're going to play field position. I don't think so. You know what I think is going to happen? I think these coaches are going to get on this stage, you know, and they're going to try to almost be somebody they're not. Almost in these certain situations in football. And I think they're going to be a little aggressive. And I actually think it might work out. So what I think is going to happen is we're going to see these drives. And Krabs, you pointed out that punt square.
Oh, yeah.
Right? This all correlates. I think
these
teams actually move the ball and we see longer drives than expected. And they're going to get good within range. So I think when they kick field goals, if they kick field goals, they're not 52, 53, 54 yarders.
Yep.
They're like 40, 42. So I like where your head's at. That's what I think is going to happen.
You know what I think nobody's talking about too for this angle? Because like think about the Patriots, like regular season, sure, like they haven't had to push the envelope too much because they haven't had the toughest schedule, but they also had the Chargers, Texans, and Broncos. Chargers and Texans pretty much handed them the game in every way possible. The Broncos game, you were in the snowstorm of the lifetime. So, like, you were obviously going to be pretty conservative. I think people forget that Mike Vrabel is the same guy who said he would cut his dick off for a Super Bowl. You think he ain't going for it on 4th downs in this game? He's going to be super aggressive now that the game script doesn't dictate or the weather doesn't dictate that he needs to be super conservative.
Yeah. I love what you're saying. You know what? This has me thinking over 4th down conversions.
I was going to say, is there a way we could bet that? Like more?
Yes.
Over 4th down conversions, attempts, the whole 9 yards.
Yep.
I like that.
I mean, there's like 8,000 options to wager on this game. So if
you can bet on everything now.
Yeah. Chad, if you guys could do us a favor, I know there's a decent amount of you in here. I do have DraftKings up. Wait, can I say that? Yeah, I can say that. I have it up, but I know I'm like programmed to do a certain thing, and I freak out when I have to go off of that. But hold on, probably under game props. But if you guys can find that, put it on my card. Oh, I'll give you an absolute hammer fucking lock right now. Any team to score 30 points, no minus 145. Put that on your card. Put as many units as you want. Krabs and Javon, before we get you off, we got to get an exact score POD. And we appreciate you guys taking the time. Make sure you check out Behind the Lines 12:30 on the Book It Sports Twitch and YouTube channel. Exact score POD. What do you got?
Exact score.
Yeah.
You know, I got my buddies in the group chat who just blindly bet every over and every primetime game, saying that they like the under in this game.
I know, it's
just
scary.
I'm so out on this under at this point after talking through this game all day today. I don't think I could do it. I think it's got to be points. And like you're saying as well, after some conservative scripts, some snow games, wouldn't it be something if the offense is just splooge? I'm going to go 27-24 New England.
Okay. All right. Steak fist pumping over here. Like the contrarian over and the contrarian Patriots are both going to hit. Yeah, that's what's going to fucking happen, buddy. You better pick one over here. Yeah, all your friends like that's not hitting. Jesus. All right, go ahead, Javon. What's your exact score POD? And I'll get the lines at lunch.
That won't be clippable later.
I guess I'll do it twofold since I'm on both sides of the game script for the first half and second half. Tied 10-10 at half.
Okay.
Final score 27-20 Seahawks.
Wow.
27-20 Seahawks. Okay. All right. I like it. Oh, so you are liking the Seahawks.
I like the Seahawks, but I like some angle of the Patriots better. I just kind of know in my head that it's going to fall apart late in the game.
Got it.
Can I give you guys one crazy nugget that came across my table this afternoon? Came across my desk.
We do have to get to the next guest, but go.
Fresh off the presses, real quick. The Seahawks are the first team to receive 70% or more of the spread bets in the Super Bowl. The most popular bet in Super Bowl history.
Cashing.
Cash it. The year of the squares continues.
It is
Year of the square, bro. Year of the square.
It's going to be the decade of the square at this point, man. This is bullshit. When does it end?
I don't know. 2028. Once AI takes over, and then we're not even making bets. Krabs, Javon, thank you guys for taking the time and for talking Super Bowl. Best of luck, and we'll see you this weekend.
Yes, sir. Excited for it. We'll catch you
guys. All right, peace. Good stuff. Like you and your fucking fist pumping. Give me a break. You really think both contrarian bets are going to hit? You really think so? No. I'm just serious. You think the over and the Patriots are going to hit because they're both contrarian?
All of a sudden, the over is contrarian. Looky.
And you think both are going to hit?
I don't know, man. Get the next group up here.
Okay, yeah, Kendall Jenner fucking cash it. All right, lines at lunch coming up. We've got Ryan Sura. What's up, Ryan? And we've got Sandy Plaschke. Good to see you guys. Ryan, you look like you're in studio. Sandy, you look like you're in a room where you maybe practice the guitar. Are you an instrument player?
No, I'm far from. I don't know how to play a single fucking instrument, DGen. But I'm in my office right now. It's a little messy. Apologies, but
no, you don't have to say sorry to me. I appreciate you guys taking the time and coming on and talk Super Bowl. By the way, is that a Guinness shirt, Sarah?
It is. Yeah, my sister works for Diageo, which owns Guinness, and so I got a lot of Guinness swag for Christmas.
Nice. I thought you were just trying to suck up to the host, so I would give you more.
No.
Give you the softer questions. All right. Well, thanks for joining. We obviously kind of know what we're here to do. We're here to talk Super Bowl. We were on your guys' show. I think were we on Wednesday or Tuesday? We were on yesterday, right? Yep. Had to cut it a little short, so we didn't get to talk too much. But we've got a nice 25 minutes here to get to it. Just to catch you up quickly. It's no secret that the Seahawks are very square in public. And now it's apparently no secret that the under is pretty square in public. I like both. I'm ready to square up. I don't give a shit. Throw the splits and the contrarianism out the window. Sir, let's start with you, and we'll slowly ease into the props and the fun bets and everything. But where's your head at with a side and or total on this game?
So as soon as the line dropped, I immediately looked at Sandy and I was like, honestly, I think this is a Patriots cover, but the Seahawks win in my mind. But I'm starting to warm up to the Patriots a little bit more because I just think like the biggest thing to me is everyone's being like, oh, the Seahawks defense is so good. And it is good. Like I'll give them all the credit in the world. But we had Josh Inglis on our show today and he brought up a really good point. Like apart from Stafford and Purdy, who the Seahawks have now seen 3 times, who have they faced quarterback-wise since mid-November? Cam Ward, Max Brosmer, Kirk Cousins, Phillip Rivers, and Bryce Young. And, Stafford has cooked them. Granted, they figured out a way to stop Purdy. But I just, Drake May has been the second-best quarterback other than Matt Stafford all year long. So I feel like people are really underestimating maybe how good, I know the Seahawks defense is good, but maybe is it as good as everyone's saying? Are they going to really stop Drake May and this team to 6 points or 10 points or what a lot of people are thinking is going to happen? So I disagree with that. So I think I'd like the Patriots at this point, and I just love Stakes brought it up, but being able to fade Sam Darnold off legitimately his best career NFL game probably ever, it's pretty fun.
I don't know that I like that. You know what? Let me say this. I like that angle because I haven't heard that yet. So I like people bringing new things up to a conversation. But we can't play the who have they faced game when the Patriots have the easiest schedule since fucking Timbuktu. That's not a saying. I don't know why I just said that. But what you I know what people are going to say. Pranav, if you're in here, you're going to say, "Oh, the Patriots just faced the Broncos and the Texans defense. Their offense did nothing. Nothing."
Yeah, Sandy, you could make more noise, by the way, if you wanted to. By the way,
Sandy, yeah.
Is it that loud?
Oh, it's so
yeah,
loud.
I can hear your keyboard, your fucking
your
mic,
treble. Shake your ice up a little bit.
How's that? Is that better?
No,
he's
awful.
ADHD like Alamax.
I can.
It's
hear
still bad right now.
You're so fucking loud. Everything is loud.
Why don't you just tell me to shut up then? I just interrupt.
It's not you. It's not you. It's you're like I can hear your fucking ass cheeks clapping together.
It's because I didn't have my echo cancellation on. That's my
you sound much better. You sound much better.
I just turned it on. Crazy you guys didn't say anything. That's on me, but
no, yeah, okay. All right, no, but that's kind of where I'm at. The Patriots offense has done nothing against two very good defenses. Before we go to Sandy, do you have something to say, Steak? Because you looks like you're ready to point at me.
Well, like the reason why what Sarah said makes sense is because we already know the Patriots haven't played anyone. That's what everybody's been saying the entire year.
I meant to lead with that. But I was like, everyone's giving the Patriots schedule excuse. I think it's fair to look at it the other side as well.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Fair enough. I do want to point out, though, they did go to Jacksonville and hold them to 12 points. That was very impressive. But you are right. You are right. It's not a gauntlet of offenses. All right, Sandy. By the way, I didn't know if that was you or your burner because I think or not your burner. You have like a troll or something, Sandy Plashcuck, and I wasn't sure if it was you or the Plashcuck in the chat. Do you actually have Cooper Kupp under points tonight?
Cooper Flag, you mean?
Yeah,
I do. Yeah. Cooper Kupp. I know we're all thinking. Well, sort of the same thing. I said it out loud. He's like, "You're on Cooper Kupp under," because we've been talking about how we both like Cooper Kupp in the Super Bowl. But yes, I am on his under 23.5. He'll probably have 40 again, just like he has the last few games. So
yes, horrible wager. All right. So what do you think? Are you squaring up with me and the Seahawks? You're not.
I'll be real honest. It's like I just got invited to the show. Like I've had an atrocious NFL sports betting year. I'll be honest, one of my worst ever. But problem with that is I've been just taking the sharp side in a lot of these games, and I've been getting absolutely killed. But I do like I know Steak and DJ, and you guys both been riding the Patriots. I've liked the Patriots since the line dropped. My biggest issue is I didn't know if I wanted the spread or if I wanted the team total, because I really like points in this game. Mm-hmm. I didn't think it was news to me when I came on here listening to you guys earlier talking about the over being contrarian. I didn't even know that was contrarian, to be honest. Mm-hmm. But I do like points on both sides, but I really like points in the Patriots at 20.5, the team total. That's my 3U play of the Super Bowl is over 20.5.
Oh, God.
And my biggest reasoning for that is Drake May, obviously everyone's going to call him the schedule, which is, by the way, an awesome nickname. But he played some of the worst playoff games we've ever seen, 83 passing yards. Everyone's saying he's getting carried by the defense, playing shit quarterbacks. And people are forgetting that he was a top 2 MVP candidate, can sling the ball, completed 73% of his passes, I believe, this year. As a 23, 24-year-old doing that, it's never been done before. And I think he's just kind of being disrespected right now, where that kind of leads into my Drake May passing yards play that Steak also posted today. But I love the Patriots scoring points, 20.5. And that's definitely my favorite, I guess, play in the game from a side and total.
Well, I have horrible news for you. I don't know why. I have no logic. I have no data. I have no reason to back this up. It's just a hunch, but it's a really, really strong hunch. The Patriots are scoring exactly 17 points.
I saw you post your exact score. I did see that.
Yeah, that's one of my PODs. Somehow it's only 10-1. It should be higher, but please fucking spare me. So I am on that. And that would mean that you're not going to win your team total over 20.5. But I let's lean into that for a second. Well, first and foremost, Steak, I see you nodding your head every time you hear somebody say something good about the Patriots. You're all the way in on Drake May. Art, do you like the Patriots team total over?
Yeah, I do. I like the Patriots to have 17 by halftime, like I keep saying. But as we've done talk with Krabs and Javon, and now Sarah and Sandy, I think I might like the over even more than the Patriots. I think the over is slowly becoming my favorite bet. Like that might be my shit nuke. I really think there's going to be points in this game. I do not think it's going to be a low scoring Super Bowl. I genuinely don't.
Well, you're thinking that because it's contrarian, and that's why that little ding.
It's not true, though. It's not true. It's not true. Like, it's really not. And honestly, you saying that as the guy who's gambled on the NFL with me all year, where I've taken square spots pretty much all the time. I mean, I literally just continuously back the New England Patriots and the Seattle Seahawks. I have no problem squaring up. I really just like points in this game.
Fair enough. All right, Sandy, we'll snake draft it. So let's just stick with you for a second. If you're on the Patriots to score points, this is how I actually had one of the best touchdown, not NFL seasons. I've been a shit gambler for a long time, but touchdown scorers. I did very well this year. First time ever. And what I started to do, this is how I played it out in my head. I said, okay, if I like this team, I have an idea in my head on how many touchdowns they're going to score. So if you like the Patriots to go over 20.5 points, you like them to score 3 touchdowns, right? And I understand. Don't be the guy in the chat that's like, what do you mean they can score a couple field goals? Shut up. Let's say the Patriots score at least 3 touchdowns. Who's getting them?
Hunter Henry is getting 1. That's my
Okay.
touchdown score.
Okay.
Plus 230. I like Drake May to score. That's like a little bit of a longer one. And then I think one of the running backs, maybe Travion Henderson. I heard you guys talking about Travion Henderson. I know Sura likes him. But one of the running backs, him or Stevenson, will get in the end zone.
So not Drake May.
I said Drake May.
Oh,
That was one of the
Drake
3
May.
guys he said.
I'm so sorry. I got
Henry,
distracted.
Drake May, one of the running backs.
Okay, I apologize. I pulled up the Pikkit splits.
Forgot somebody important, Sandy. Efton Chisholm.
Oh, stop it. You are such an ass kisser, dude. Just because Pranav is in here fucking Efton Chisholming you to death.
Every time I'm on the side of Pranav, by the way, you call me an ass kisser. You hate it.
Well, what am I supposed to do when Pranav is like, Michigan had the playbook?
Be on the same side as the New England Patriots or the Michigan Wolverines?
Did you guys see
I
the Ohio?
flew to Houston to watch Michigan win a national championship because I had so much money on it.
We all understand that. I just want to make clear. Did you guys see the Ohio State Michigan game this year? Do you remember
Yeah,
it?
of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you think Michigan could have beaten Ohio State?
I
One
guess.
sport game.
Yeah, I mean, it was close at half. Yeah, exactly. But
Yeah,
I mean,
That's what I
it
fucking
was,
said.
yeah.
You didn't say that. Pranav said Michigan had the blueprint to beat Ohio State, like as if it was right there for the taking. Meanwhile,
One score game at halftime against a team that was beating everybody else by 50.
Yeah, I mean, it was a 31-20 final score.
Give
So
me a break.
I was on the Wolverines in that game personally.
I think I was too. Actually, I was too, and it was a horrendous wager. Okay, those are the 3 touchdown scores. Hunter Henry plus 245, Travion Henderson plus 480, Drake May plus 310, according to the Pikkit board, which I'm going to share here in a second. Sura, how about you? What are you thinking for touchdown scores?
So let me give you 2 like off the hop that I'm betting very small, but I'm betting both of them
Okay,
because one of them is going to score. I bet
Okay.
Austin Hooper and I bet Eric Saubert because one of the backup tight ends is scoring. I don't know which one, but I'm going to bet both of them. They're both pretty long shots. So, I mean, if you sprinkle either of them, I feel like one of them will actually end up hitting. I just feel I like it. I like those just because I feel like I feel like these offensive coordinators, especially guys like Clint Kubiak and Josh McDaniels, are always like trying to find that element of surprise, especially in the Super Bowl. You see these random ass guys score touchdowns every now and then, like even in the Seahawks game against the Rams. Like I know Jake Bobo obviously scored. That's a little bit different, but like, yeah, I like those 2. And then I agree with Sandy. Like I do like Hunter Henry. I haven't bet his touchdown yet, but I bet his yards and his catches because I've seen he crushes zone.
Mm-hmm.
That's you see his game against the Chargers. They play a very similar type of defense. Seahawks play like the most zone in the NFL at I think it's more than 70% or something crazy like that. And they've given up like the 5th most or 6th most receiving yards to tight ends all year. So I like that. And then I heard Javon talk about it. So I don't know if he gave like this sell job for Travion, but I'm starting to like love Travion in this game, to be totally honest. Like someone brought it up on VSiN about James White. And I was like, holy shit. I went and looked back. James White in the AFC divisional and conference games those years he had 3 catches and 1 carry. And then in the Super Bowl against Falcons, he had fucking 16 targets and 14 catches for 110 yards, 30 rushing yards, and 2 touchdowns. And one of the reasons why that did happen is because Josh McDaniels knew that the Falcons D-line that year was unbelievable and was able to apply a ton of pressure on Tom Brady. So they wanted to get the ball out fast. James White was that guy. Now, Ramondre Stevenson's been more of the receiving back, but 30-plus rushing receiving yards for Travion Henderson is at plus money. Like he's, I think, the most explosive player probably on that offense.
I heard it on your show, and I'll be honest, I think I like everything you said except the receiving part with Travion, because I can't get past it being Ramondre Stevenson. Like, I think Ramondre Stevenson was like going crazy to end the year. I think he had like 3 touchdowns in 3 games receiving, and so I feel like if anybody's the James White, it's Ramondre Stevenson. But I do like Travion Henderson rushing for sure.
But the only reason why I compare James White and Travion, because kind of back to that thing about like element of surprise. Like I feel like Josh McDaniels kind of been loading up Travion and like not using him to his full capacity and then just unleash him in the Super Bowl. Kind of like what he did with James White. Cause like I know Travion's much worse in pass pro, but he can catch the ball in the backfield and get it. So
all right, sir. I have good news and bad news. The good news is I like what you're saying, and just like I told Javon, I think if you go in on a guy, it's boom or bust. I like Travion Henderson to be that guy. I think it was Paul Charchain or somebody on VSiN talking about that comparison as well to James White. Here's what I don't like about that. Talking about Josh McDaniels scheming that up. I, as a dedicated Tom Brady hater, because all he ever did was win Super Bowls and my team wasn't. No, we all know Tom was check down Charlie. Tom was the guy who's kind of a little Caleb Williams-ish. 5 yards and in. Did he pass the test? Did he ace every question? Sure. When he had to make those throws downfield, dimes. No doubt about it. Check down Charlie. I don't think Drake May is the check down Charlie like Tom Brady was. Tom Brady can make a running back have 14 catches. I don't know that Drake May can. I think if anything, Drake May might be using his legs a little bit in this game, and that would be something I would look to target. Like Sandy said, him scoring a touchdown. Haven't really heard a whole lot of love from Drake May rushing yards, which I feel like were pretty popular in the Chargers, Texans.
Oh my God, it's the most popular. That's all I heard.
Yeah, I feel like everyone's been on his over, but the number's so high now. It's like 38.5, 39.5.
He's going over it. I'm gonna tell you that.
I think he is too. I liked him in the Broncos game because it felt like people were off him then because they got burned in that Texans game. That was a game everybody loved. That was like the number one prop of the week because of the pass rush from the Texans, and he didn't do shit. He actually sat in the pocket and he got sacked and he turned the ball over. But yeah, okay. What you said a guy's name for a long shot touchdown score, Eric Saubert. That's a backup. I don't even know who the fuck that is.
You don't know?
Yeah.
No,
I know everyone talks about like Arroyo and stuff, but I feel like Saubert's more like the whatever, the 12 personnel or 11 personnel where you have like the big bodies on the line at the goal line, and I feel like he could kind of sneak out, just get like a little.
That's what I like. I like. We were talking to Krabs earlier on the Prize Picks board, and there's some very suspicious squares for targets. And I think Arroyo and Jake Bobo have over half a target. And I like one of those guys because I think that's exactly what's going to happen. There's going to be a guy that gets splits out wide and they just throw a fade pass in the end zone. And exactly. I like one of these tight ends. Someone said Hunter Henry. I like that. All right. Let's see. I think we have you guys for another 6-7 minutes.
Not again, D-Gen. God,
can't be serious. And then you say,
get rid of this guy, man. He's farming. He's farming. You got to stop. You gotta stop. You're doing it on purpose. It's crazy.
Let me just fucking remind you, nobody pointed this shit out until like 3 months ago. So you don't have to point it out. The only way out is through. Just leave it alone.
Fair.
Thank you for the love of fuck.
Dude, I can't help myself. It's sad.
I'm not doing it on purpose. Anyways, who's got like a deep bag? Something real sharp, cheeky, like a fun Super Bowl wager that they want to share with us.
I got a fun one.
Yeah,
probably not going to win, but
no, we don't want winning wagers here.
How about any quarterback to record a reception plus 1,400?
Oh, I love it.
Oh, dude, that's good.
I mean, could you imagine? Just imagine this: you're with your friends at the bar or wherever you guys are watching. You see Sam Darnold fucking running out in a swing pass after they hand it off to the running back, and he just catches it. He just catches an over shoulder catch. Or Drake May. Drake May could do it. Not saying it's hidden, but what a ridiculous wager and a fun one for the Super Bowl. I feel like the odds are kind of short though. Plus 1,400. Does that not feel a little bit short?
No.
Maybe I'm crazy.
No.
For a quarterback catch pass,
incredibly short.
You do?
Yeah, right.
I mean, we got the Philly special that's very popular. We had the CMC touchdown. I know that's not a quarterback, but I'm just saying, like, I don't know.
How many times, honestly, Jeff, do you think a quarterback has caught a pass in the Super Bowl?
Once every 14 years.
You think so?
No,
I would
that-
argue-
that-
I would
I don't think so. I
That's
think less.
14-1, dumb fuck.
Yeah.
Well, I got Sam Darnold score a touchdown, Sandy, so I like that. 14-1 quarterback to catch a pass. Sir, you got anything?
Well, we talked about it on our show with Steak with interception thrown the opposing team's end zone. I like that. Like, I just like turnovers and
Ooh,
like
yeah.
havoc because like both of these teams were not supposed to be here. And as much as they are at this point, I still do believe that these quarterbacks will make some mistakes, which kind of and I feel like when you're closer to the red zone, Sam Darnold, he might hit the panic button. It was the Patriots, right, who made him see ghost, was it not?
Yes.
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 So maybe you never know. So I like that. That's 6-1, I believe. There's I did bet, I mean, probably a donation, but opening kickoff to be returned for a touchdown, 80-1. Only time it's ever happened was Devin Hester. But with the new kickoff rules, like I feel like we're actually going to see a kick return off the first kick.
I'll be losing money. I'll be losing my lunch money with you on that for sure. 100%.
And then I feel like this one almost seems a little too obvious, but any defensive or special teams touchdown in the game is plus 210.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait. Say that one more time.
Any defensive or special teams touchdown in the game is plus 210 on, I don't know.
That's ridiculous. That's
Sportsbook
fine.
here
You could say whatever sports book you
on
want.
FanDuel.
No, I don't think that's too low, Steak.
I've checked the last 9 Super Bowls. There's been 3 defensive touchdowns.
Wait a second. No. That's too low.
Yeah.
I feel the same way.
Wait. You're over here saying Marcus Jones is going to win the MVP. You've got Rashid Shaheed, who just ran a kickoff return for a touchdown the other day. You've got good defenses, and you're telling me that you think either team to have a defensive or special teams.
Yes. I'm telling you that. That's too low. Absurdly low. I mean, that should be 4-1 at minimum. At minimum.
You think it should be minus 400? That would mean
No, plus 400. Plus 400.
Oh. No, because that means the no would have to be like minus 550. The no for most of these games, if there's a good defense or special teams player, the no is like minus 350. I think that this adds up.
It's happened. Like I said, it's happened.
Sam Darnold throwing a pick 6.
Yeah.
Marcus Jones.
3 of the last 9 Super Bowls.
Did I on our video we just recorded, Steak, I gave Marcus Jones anytime TD plus 2200. So we're scary aligned, Steak. It's probably horrible news for you. I won't lie.
That's what I was gonna say. I feel like most of the guests coming on the show are gonna be on the Patriots.
So far,
am I saying that?
even though I think Javon said he liked the Patriots first half.
Oh,
but
yeah,
Yeah.
true.
thinks Seahawks pull away. D-Gen likes Seahawks, but everyone else is
Oh, Cooper DeJean, pick 6. I forgot all about it. That's right. Special team scores happen more frequently in Super Bowls for whatever reason. Sir, you said 3 in the last 9?
Yeah, that's not that common, is it? Oh,
it's pretty common, I guess.
I guess that's pretty high.
1 out of every 3-1.
It was.
That's too low. Plus Tony's from a local book. My odds are always bad. Okay. I think, well, sure, plus 250 probably sounds more right, but I'm just saying plus 210, plus 220. All right, gentlemen, before we get you out of here, give us an exact score, POD. Sandy, we'll start with you.
27-23 Seahawks. I gave that out on our show like 2 days ago, so I'm going to stick with that, but I really am pulling for a higher scoring game than that. But 27-23.
27-23, so you have the Patriots covering. Barely.
And going over team total there.
Going over team total and the game going over. Okay. All right, sir. What's your exact score? POD.
I've gotten to Patriots 28, Seahawks 27.
Wow. Banger.
Sounds like
You taking the ML? You taking the ML?
cinema.
So I have it. I don't think I will. I know that's such a soft fucking answer, but I just like. I'm going to be too heartbroken if I end up taking Patriots money line and then the Seahawks do end up killing them, because I still think that the props could live is kind of how I see it. But maybe that's just kind of a soft answer now that I think about it.
It is soft. It's a Super Bowl. If you think the underdog is going to win, I mean, look, you could change your units up, but you should take a shot.
Okay, fair.
All right, gentlemen, owner's box, lines at lunch, 12 o'clock Eastern every weekday. We enjoy coming on your show once a week. Thank you very much, Sandy, Ryan. Good luck this weekend. Enjoy. And we'll talk to you next time.
All right, thanks, boys. See you
later. Good luck.
W Sandy, W Sura. And for the minute gap that we have here. I'll put this overlay back on. I am finding out things before we get our next guest up for Ramble or with
Can I
Ramble.
glaze you real quick? You're doing really good managing the time. You're doing really good at managing the time of the guests, because I keep thinking like, wow, like with Javon and Krabs, like, oh, we could talk to them for another 15 minutes easy, and you're just really good managing the time. I was like, oh, we're going to run over with Owner's Box for sure. Now I'm excited to see how we Ramble.
I appreciate that. Yeah, and don't forget the reason why I had carpal tunnel and now have a vertical mouse and
nobody asked about that. Nope.
Well, no, I mean, just while we're on the topic, I just want to mention we're bringing them up. We're bringing them up. We're putting them back. We're bringing them up. We're putting them back. I got the screen getting shared. I got the fucking overlay. You didn't even know. Did you see this thing pop up? I saw Zandman's comment in there. He was like, I can't see Sandy. Bam, disappears. Now it's back up. Now we're going to bring up MJ and Royal. MJ, Royal, it's good to see you guys. How you doing?
Good afternoon. What's going on?
Noon. It's fucking 6 o'clock. Where are you? Are you on the West Coast? And I don't know about.
I mean, what am I supposed to say? What kind of greeting is that?
Evening.
Come on,
you
I'm
bid
a
us
fellow
good
Pikkit
evening.
partner. I'm a fellow Pikkit partner, DJ. Come on, you can't treat me like that.
Well, good afternoon just shakes me up a little bit when it's fucking pitch black and 10 degrees over here.
All right.
All right. Good to see you guys. And I feel like we haven't talked props or NFL in quite some time. Maybe since you came on Prop Talk one morning throughout the season. But we, I would assume Ramble's been honing in on college basketball or NBA. But you guys are quite sharp in the NFL as well, if people watching aren't familiar, although I'm sure they are. Royal, I would say, known for probably your defensive props or reads, which are always fun. Hopefully you got a guy to give us here. And MJ, I think kind of across the board, you're cheeky. At least I think of team total plays when I think of your wagers or your PODs. So are you, let's get that right out of the gate. Are you collabing with Sandy on his over Patriots team total 20.5?
I wouldn't say that. I'm kind of under the impression that there will be points, but I don't want to pick and choose with a team, really. I'd rather take props and back points in this type of game. It is interesting, though, just in terms of the discussion on the terms of the sides on the spread, because it does seem like there's an obvious sharp and square side here, which hasn't really been the case. I think you can make an argument last year, Eagles, Chiefs. I wouldn't even call the Eagles really contrarian, really. It was really a 50-50 game, in my opinion, remembering. But
I don't really actually think I remember either who was contrarian in that game.
I think the Eagles were slightly contrarian, to be honest, because it was Chiefs and everyone was saying like, oh, the Chiefs are going to win the Super Bowl. The refs will have their back. Oh, fucking Taylor Swift. But this year, I actually think the Patriots are significantly more contrarian than the Eagles were.
Yeah, it's more aggressive for sure.
Yeah.
Last year was the whole don't fade Mahomes in the playoffs, if you remember.
Yeah.
True.
Because everyone tried to fade them the past two Super Bowls and got smoked. They're like, all right, I'm not fading them this year. Everybody lost, including myself.
You're absolutely right. And I think they gave us Mahomes as an underdog again, right? He was like plus 1.5, plus
short underdog. I think Eagles were minus one.
But it was just Mahomes at a plus price in the Super Bowl. Never again. All right. So what we've been doing with each guest that's come up is kind of just starting out, getting a read on your side and total. MJ, you kind of just alluded to liking points. We'll go to Royal now. Royal, you are a known Bears fan, so you could have very well been in the NFC Championship. But a great season from your boys. But the Seahawks, I don't know how well you know this team, but their defense is nasty. Like I said, you're kind of a defensive guy. I'm on Emanwari to win MVP, although I saw him limping to the hotel. I don't know if there's any fucking bullshit going on there. We'll talk about it later. But where are you at with a side and or a total going into this game?
I will say too, I do love Emanwari. I took him Defensive Rookie of the Year. Nice. He was the favorite for like a little bit, and then Schlesinger took it back. So curious to see if he wins it tonight. I do have Schlesinger as well, but I did lean Patriots off the bat just because I still feel like they were kind of undervalued because, again, due to the whole schedule. Like, yes, they did have an easy schedule, but like they're still a very good team. Like that's the thing like you don't really hear when the schedule comes up. Mm-hmm. Like I still felt they were undervalued. Now I'm kind of switching. Like I hate switching sides, but I'm just starting to think it's Seattle's year. I mean, they are so locked in. I love McDonald in Baltimore. Mm-hmm. I think he's the perfect head coach. And I think the Patriots need another year. I know that sounds crazy because they're in the Super Bowl, but I feel like they just need another year. I really think they do. But So I think I do lean Seattle now.
I think that's pretty fair. MJ, what about you? What side are you leaning on? And as we talked about, and I'm sure you guys would agree, Seattle is overwhelming majority. The consensus pick here with the Patriots feeling a little contrarian, but any chance that they might be fake sharp?
I think it's so interesting you brought up the team total. I'm glad you did. I didn't want to go fully into it, but I find it at such a key number at 20.5 and 21.5. And I know I already said I liked points, but to me, that's such a key number. And the one thing that I think people aren't talking about in this game is New England's defense. I feel like the storyline throughout this playoffs has been, it was Denver's defense that was better in that game. It was Houston's defense that was better in that game. People even was thinking the Chargers defense was better in that game, first round of the playoffs. So in my opinion, I think this is a moment where Seattle looks human. I don't know how much the Patriots are going to be able to hold them with, under 25.5 points, but I think they look human at moments, which brings me to one of my favorite prop bets actually is Darnold to throw a pick. He's been phenomenal this year, and there's nothing that I can say that's, he's had an awesome season. He's been proving everybody wrong. But the one thing people don't realize is his interception rate is through the roof. And you could say that is because of, the rate that they're throwing the ball in Seattle. But he's only behind, Geno Smith and I believe one other quarterback. I'm forgetting Tua this year in terms of interceptions. He's got 14 on the year. Granted, his other stats kind of overshadow that. But the thing that's a little cherry on top, he's had no turnovers this entire playoffs. And the Patriots, to me, are underrated on the defensive side of the ball. Maybe not so much with Drake May. I think everybody knows Drake May is, 23, 24 years old. He's going to be a star. He is a star. But Seattle is more so. This is their prove it game, and another moment where which defense do you think people are talking about more in this game? I think it's Seattle, and I think the Patriots defense has something to prove. And I can't get the fucking image of Russell Wilson throwing that pick in the red zone. I think a similar situation happens. And I just already see it on the feed. I already see the comparison of the red zone pick. I have a red zone interception for plus 330. I think it does come from Sam Darnold. And yeah, I don't want to harp too much on it, but I just can't get that out of my head, man.
No, that's good. Harp away. I feel like that was really well said. I like the read. Even though I lean Seahawks here, in case you guys weren't tuning in, I'm squaring up with the Seahawks. Not sure exactly how yet in terms of the spread, but props wise and whatnot. I like Sam Darnold to throw a pick. I like both quarterbacks to throw a pick. Steak, before we go to Royal, any thoughts on what MJ was saying?
Nah, MJ absolutely just cooked, in my opinion, because we have found a reason why the other side was always the right side when it comes to the Patriots. Sharp for betting the Chargers. There's no way around it. With Bag Boys as offensive linemen, people were still betting the Chargers. And then when the Patriots beat them, they said, well, the Chargers just aren't that good, but they're not going to beat this Houston defense. And then when they beat the Houston defense, it was, oh, well, CJ Stroud sucks. And then when they beat the Broncos number one ranked defense, it's, oh, Jarrett Stidham started and it was snowing. There's always a reason. Whereas with Sam Darnold, the stocks just went up and up, like I keep saying, and I'm just officially ready to sell it. I love Sam Darnold. I'm rooting for the guy. I'm not a hater at all, but I really do believe when you look back at this game in April and you see that Sam Darnold's stock was this high, you will end up being happy you sold it at this price.
I don't think it ends here either. If Darnold doesn't come through here, it's not like Seattle's, chances next year, just, everything collapses. I think there's a lot of things that will come back and,
Definitely.
And same thing with the Patriots though.
I'm usually always in that mindset of like, oh, this player stock is too high. Now it's time to sell. I just think Sam Darnold he's already proven that he's not that guy. And he proved it with this entire season, because I'll never forget my retweet of fucking, the signing 3 years, 70, whatever million. It was like, imagine paying Sam Darnold at his highest. Fucking moron tweet that was. And what happens? The guy looks great. The team looks great. Then he goes in the playoffs. What do? I take the Niners because I'm not trusting Sam Darnold a big game. So this just comes down to, what do you think in the Super Bowl? Like all of a sudden the things are going to change and everything that's been happening doesn't happen anymore. Because that's kind of what I feel like if you are going to get contrarian, and I'm not against it. I'm not against it at all, because that very well could happen. And I thought it would happen 2 weeks ago. Oh, I bet the fucking Rams too. I bet the Rams. I'm 0-2. But I have been
you see how now all of a sudden you're buying Sam Darnold, and that kind of makes my point. Like, I'm not talking shit about your wagers, even though I think they were rat shit wagers, to be honest, because I told you Seahawks were winning both of those games.
You did.
I think it's a little telling that now all of a sudden the guy who bet the Niners and the Rams wants to back Sam Darnold. If it was you or anybody else, I'd say that.
But I don't. I actually don't. I think more of what I'm doing, because I don't have the balls to even lay the 3.5, 4.5, whatever the fuck it is with the Seahawks. I think what's fascinating is that I'm more nervous to buy into Drake May. And we've loved Drake May. I've bet on Drake May every game in these playoffs, but you can't tell me you haven't seen him be bad, because
100%.
The CJ Stroud and the Houston Texans offense had one of the worst performances we've ever seen in the playoffs, and Drake May still did nothing, to the point where that was a one-possession game late in the third quarter. It was like 21-13, and I was shitting my pants. So I'm just
with you that he's been bad.
I'm just nervous. Royal, where are you in terms of like some player props, and what kind of just tell us what's in your bag?
Yeah, well, I will say these teams are pretty brutal prop-wise, in my opinion. The Patriots spread the ball out a ton. In Seattle, it's JSN, and then they spread the ball out a ton and use a ton of tight ends. So not the best prop-wise, in my opinion, but matchup-wise and scheme-wise, I do have some guys I like. I hate how bad this guy has been, because seems to be a popular play, but Stephon Diggs really does match up well here. I've been listening to the whole show. You have heard Seattle plays a lot of zone, which is true. They do play a lot of too high. Not sure if you know what that is, too high shell, which is typically like where the middle of the field's open, and that's exactly where Diggs eats. He's been primarily the slot this year. And if you know Seattle's scheme, they really just want to limit deep shots, play a ton of cover 3 and 4 match. And again, Diggs is kind of their like intermediate guy. So I do like him. I'm kind of deciding between receiving yards or receptions, because at the end of the day, he's still a great route runner. He gets open all the time. But Seattle's just not a team you're going to get much yards against. So kind of deciding between that. And then the other side, I do like Cooper Kupp, kind of like the longest reception, I think. Kind of the complete opposite. Patriots play more man and more one safety shell. And Cooper Kupp's, that's actually what he's been better at as man. Obviously, we know how good a route runner he is. He's been really good in the short game. And I think, again, if they're running man and he breaks that first tackle, he's going to have, open field. So I like Cooper Kupp, and I do like Stephon Diggs.
Yeah, I'm with you on Diggs. That's kind of my guy, and I don't feel like we're hearing a lot of Diggs love.
I know. I'm surprised we haven't, but yeah, just because he hasn't really done much like yards wise, but he's still been a factor, obviously drawing all the attention.
Yeah, he's a very, very good receiver. And I think that you've got one game left in the season. He's avoided the court hearing or whatever. So I think they're going to make the most of it. You got 2 weeks to prepare with Josh McDaniels, who I do not think has been cooking in these playoffs, by the way. But he has potential. I'm not writing him off yet. But I certainly Clint Kubiak's bag, which is really no surprise, because if everybody remembers when he was with the fucking Saints before they started getting riddled with injuries, they had 90 plus points in the first 2 weeks of the season. This guy can get creative, and that's why on the Seahawks side, I think I'm starting to really warm up to like Rashid Shaheed in a trick play, a rushing play, and I don't even know, I don't know about like longest rush or anything like that, but maybe rushing attempts or just rushing yards. I think it's kind of low. If anybody has it, 4.5.
Moved up.
Rushing attempt.
Say that again.
Half a rushing attempt
for Rashid Shaheed. Yeah, that's. I think that's got to be a play. I
like that.
Yeah. What do you guys have for touchdown scores? So we heard a couple of tight ends with the Lines at Lunch guys, and then when we had Krabs and Javon on, we kind of talked a little bit more about potentially Travion Henderson busting out and having a big game. Krabs like AJ Barner maybe on a tush push, but any touchdown scores that you guys like?
I have a bold prediction. And it kind of goes against what everyone else has been saying. And I love the guys that have come up here. I really do not like Travion in this game. And the one thought that's keeping me off him is we haven't seen him be utilized in the playoffs, right? the regular season and the postseason is completely different, especially in terms of trust, in terms of scheme. It just would really surprise me if the Super Bowl is when they chose to up Trayvon's volume, right?
Mm-hmm.
Especially when you consider Ramondre is a guy that nobody likes in terms of running back. Everybody knows his fumbling issues, but dude, he's been playing phenomenal fucking football lately.
Mm-hmm.
And the touchdown scorer I like is Ramondre Stevenson. I like him 2+ touchdowns. He hasn't had a single touchdown this entire postseason. That's going to change in the Super Bowl. It's probably the least likely in terms of, you look at the board, you see 2 Seahawks in the minus, Jackson Smith and Jigba and Kenneth Walker. Both those guys have multiple touchdowns in, all games that Seattle's played in the postseason. Stevenson's the guy that sticks out to me the most, especially in the receiving game. Why is his receiving yards so high? Why is his longest reception the highest in the season? That's the weirdest line I think I've seen. 12.5. It's the highest line he's been set at the entire year. And he's gone under the last 3 games. That's the line that sticks out to me. If I'm Seattle, I'm putting pressure on Drake May early. What's that going to cause? That's going to cause some dump outs. Maybe even in the red zone, gets an easy reception. And then all it takes is one more rush. And, he's in when he's, next opportunity in the red zone to get a rushing touchdown. I see that at plus 950, as value to me. So I like Stevenson a lot, especially because his MVP odds are also pretty high. But yeah, I'm a Stevenson guy in the Super Bowl this year.
Yeah.
I specifically like the receiving look. And I don't know if you were listening to us talk to Sarah before this, but Sarah had mentioned Travion Henderson receiving, comparing him to what James White did in the Super Bowl against the Falcons. And that was the only look of his that I didn't necessarily like. If you like Travion Henderson in this game, I'm totally fine with it. I'm fine if you back him in the rushing. I'm not really seeing the receiving angle with Travion Henderson. So I really like it with Ramondre Stevenson specifically receiving.
Well, that was, and to address this guy's comment, in turn, you think what has been going on with Drake May will keep happening? Didn't you just question that logic with Darnold? No, I didn't question that Darnold. That's the exact same thing. What happening with Drake May will continue to happen where he hasn't been playing well in the playoffs. Darnold, where you want to think that he's not going to play well, he is playing well. So I think what's been happening recently is continuing to happening, which leads all roads to Seattle winning this game. However, I don't necessarily have the trust that I should with the Seahawks. But with Ramondre Stevenson, this all kind of, to let you know where I'm going with this, comes back to Ramondre. He's a guy that's been the workhorse of this offense and carrying the load, but he's not getting any love. Kind of like Diggs a little bit. He's not getting any love. And I'm not against Travion, actually. I think he could have a big run. But to carry the load for the Patriots, I can't tell you that I trust Drake May in this game from what I've seen from Drake May in the playoffs. But if there is a guy to make shit happen for the Patriots, Ramondre Stevenson could be that guy, and 28-1 to win the MVP, as you just pointed out, could certainly be worth a sprinkle.
The last thing I'll mention is the last time running backs won MVP was 1998. Doesn't happen very often. This is a long shot. But, I just really need to harp on the point that I think Travion got a lot of burn in the regular season is because you can do that, especially with the schedule they had and the way they were beating opponents. Of course, you're going to let the young guy get some reps. Makes sense. Now the playoffs are here. To see his volume drop off a cliff, I don't think that changes. So
real quick, MJ, don't tell him. Do you know Degen or Royal who the running back in '98 was that won it? I think I know.
Actually, I don't.
Terrell Davis?
I think that's it. Is that it?
Yeah, I fucking know ball. Thanks a lot.
That's an old person.
I don't.
But real quick, just because I want to get some MVP picks from you guys. If you have any, if you don't, that's fine. But I think this is a year to take some shots. It very well could be like Drake May plus 230. Because if the Patriots win, Drake May could show up and play well. He's been awesome. And I really, really think he's got a bright future. But Sam Darnold too, plus 120. But also at the end of the day, it's Sam Darnold and Drake May. There is absolutely a world Drake May looks like a second-year quarterback who hasn't played well in the playoffs on a big stage against good defense. And there's absolutely a world where that Sam Darnold, whose stock is at an all-time high, like Steak was saying, shits his pants. So I feel like there is an opportunity to take some shots on MVPs. I told you, your boy, Emanwari, shout out South Carolina alum, go Cox. And I also like Milton Williams. I think he's 200-1. He's probably not winning the MVP. but I think this motherfucker.
I love that. I love Milton Williams to get a sack. That's the sack guy we got. We got to sack up and get Milton Williams for a sack. I'm telling
sack
you.
up for a sack. I love that.
Yes.
But you're an Eagles guy. You're an Eagles guy. And I can't believe they let this dude out of the fucking building.
Couldn't pay him, yeah.
So underrated, couldn't pay him. We had so many guys on the defensive line coming out of 2024. Dude, he's the guy. He might get 2. I mean, I don't think he has one in the postseason this year. And I know there's been some problems for Seattle's center as well. Royal, I know you can speak to that better than I can.
And Bradford, their guard, he's all over Twitter looking like
the right side of the line has got some trouble. I know the left guard and the left tackle are like amazing for Seattle, but
yeah, Zabel. It's funny actually. You
keep talking. I'm gonna be real quick. Go ahead.
I can't I haven't called him like Jeff yet to his face. Like it feels so.
Should we?
I was just about. I think I need to get out of the way when he comes back.
Every time I call him Jeff,
are we like? I know. I heard you say it earlier. I was like, that sounds so weird. I was gonna say, it's funny we're talking about Milton Williams because there's a weird stat I saw. It was like Seattle's interior line, which you just mentioned, gives up like 89% of their pressure, and when the Patriots stunt their D line, they're 3rd in pressure and have like a 13% sack rate. And the stunts really help the interior guys a lot. And Milton he's there to pass rush. That's why I got the big deal, especially as an interior lineman. Like, it makes so much sense for him.
And he was coming off the edge in Philly, wasn't he? A little bit and they transitioned him to more of an interior role. I don't know what it was, but he's a beast.
I don't even remember.
I mean, they just couldn't pay him. But
I don't know ball like that. Like as far as defense goes.
I will say last year, like he wasn't even a starter. Like he had like one of the biggest contracts for like one of the lowest snap counts, if that makes sense. And everyone was like, oh, this is probably not going to work out. Like it's fluky stats. But no, he got paid and he's been worth every penny.
I got a defensive question for you, Royal. I've been waiting to ask you. Well, I got 2 actually. I think you already probably heard my Marcus Jones take, so I'll need to go into that.
Yes, I do love that, by the way.
Jones to get an interception. But the one I wanted to ask you about, and I haven't mentioned this at all, but it's just been coming to me. Is Tariq Woolen to do something getting too cute in your opinion?
Oh my God.
No, not at all. No, not at all. Because like Seattle's scheme is so like fascinating for me. Because they play like match coverage, which is like hybrid zone and man, meaning like depending on the routes, they can like jump some of these route concepts, which is why they have so many interceptions and stuff. And you mentioned Tariq Woolen. I mean, he's 6'4", runs a 4.4. So no, I like that a lot. And for my long shot MVP, I do like Jeff's.
Do not say sorry. You call me DJ, it's fine.
Oh, we can? Okay.
Yes.
I do like a defensive guy. Well, I like Witherspoon on Seattle, just for kind of similar reasons. You and probably even worry, but he plays the nickel. He gets a lot of TFLs. He blitzes. He's kind of the heart and soul of that defense too. Kind of feel like he can make a big play, but no, I don't hate that at all, Steak.
Okay.
Especially after what he did the game before too.
Yeah, that's why I said too cute. It's because like that's why I like it, to be honest.
Right.
Yeah. But no, their scheme, like they're allowed to like jump those routes. It's pretty cool.
Somebody asked what Milton Williams to get 2 sacks was. I'm looking right now on DraftKings. It's plus 1260.
Yeah. One is plus 200.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
taking
on my
that
card.
for sure.
That is absolutely on my card. DeMarcus Lawrence is your leader at plus 115 to get a sack. All right, let's. We're coming up on 6:30, gentlemen. Thank you very much. You're again, if you're not familiar with Ramble, make sure to check them out. Is it at Ramble Now?
Ramble now, brother. Ramble now
on Twitch.
Ramble later.
What is your what's your stream schedule for the Super Bowl?
We will be live Saturday morning for Ramble Saturday, the CBB, and then we'll probably go live Sunday morning too for a little morning and just chop it up a little bit.
Okay, and then before we get you out of here, what's an exact score POD?
I've had 27-24 in my head, Patriots in my it's been branded into my head at this point, so that's what I'll go to.
Okay, Royal.
I went a little off the grain. I went 31-21 Seattle.
That's a horseshit wager because no, anything to score 30 points, no, minus 145 is a fucking lock.
It probably is, yeah.
All right, guys.
Hey, by the way, the next guest, so funny. My favorite, Victor, where's my money at? Please reference that when you bring him up.
Okay, I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, I've never seen the content, but everybody keeps
You
talking
haven't?
about who
Oh
this
my
guy is.
gosh,
No, I'm not
it's
really
amazing.
on Instagram. I think he's an Instagram guy, so I'm looking forward
So
to
funny.
shooting the shit with
Yeah.
him for the first time.
It's
All
fire,
right, guys, great job. Good luck on the Super Bowl. Ramble now will be live on Super Bowl Sunday and Saturday. Make sure to check them out.
W Ramble. W Ramble.
Thanks,
All right,
fellas.
See you guys. All right. Oh, hold on. Wait. No, got to make an intro. Let me get the overlay up as well. All right. Next guest. I thought I was saying B Tidy. It's B Titty. Steak and I have never met this guy before. Have you even seen this guy's content?
I wouldn't want to lie and say yes, I have not, but I'm excited to.
Yeah, you would lie. You would lie because you're too fucking nice.
I
haven't either.
I just told the truth.
Everybody has told us how funny he is, including MJ and Ramble. So let's get him up without further ado. B Titty, what's up? By the way, I thought it was B Tidy. Is it 100% B Titty?
It's B Titty.
Okay, well, thank you very much for joining us, B Titty.
I can't hear Steak, friend.
Can't hear me right now?
I can't hear him at all.
Oh
Damn.
no, damn!
Can you
well,
hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. B Titty, what device are you on?
I'm on my iPhone.
Okay, that's interesting. I was almost going to say if you were to log out and come back in, would that change anything? We have time if we should experiment. Steak, say something else real quick.
B Titty. He didn't even flinch.
Yeah, I can't hear him at all.
How now, Brown Cow?
Come back, Jeff. And if
Let me
not,
try on my laptop.
Yeah, you can try that too. But if you want, I'm going to take you off the stage. If you want to try to come back in, sometimes shit like that works for
I'll try it. Yeah.
No, not you, idiot. Let B Titty do it. Every guest has heard you. Let's see if it works for him. Hold on. I'm going to take him off real quick. Let's have. Oh no, not banned from the studio. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Yep. He's getting his laptop on. Hold on. All right. Check.
B Titty.
All right, I can hear him on the laptop.
All right, let's go.
Okay. So you got the phone closed?
Yeah.
All right. Perfect. Well, first and foremost, B Titty, can you enlighten us? We're two old farts. I'm not really on Instagram too much, but what type of content do you do? Do you do sports betting?
Yeah, I do sports betting. So I'm a stand-up comedian. I've been doing stand-up comedy
Okay.
since 2011.
What area are you in? Are you Cleveland?
Yeah, Cleveland.
Very cool. Fun fact: Steak has gone to the NFL draft for the last 8 years, and we're not even saying this to gas you up, but his favorite experience was in the city of Cleveland. Believe it or not.
Cleveland, man. Yes.
Underrated city.
Underrated. So I'm from Cleveland. I've been doing stand-up since 2011. So I'm a stand-up comedian. And in 2004, I made what was called a parlay band video. And not 2004, 2024.
Oh, okay.
January 2024, I make like a parlay band video where I'm just going on a rant, but I'm using like my comedic time and stuff. So I'm like flipping the names. So the one guy said like, Victor, where my money been at? So like whenever somebody like mess up the parlay, I'm flipping their names and stuff like Kevin Durant, KD, Crazy Dandruff. So I'm saying stuff like that. And it just took off. It went viral. So at that time I was at probably like 6,000 followers. 2024, January 15th. I'm at like 192,000.
Wow. What platform is your biggest?
Instagram. TikTok,
Okay.
I'm on like 183,000. So I really wasn't on Twitter or X. I wasn't on X since I had got on Instagram. But then I started seeing people repost my videos from TikTok and Instagram to X, and they getting like 300,000 views. So I was like, let me post my own shit. So I went from like 700 followers. I just started posting on X probably like towards the end of last year. So I'm at like 30,000 on X now.
That's great because getting followers on X is one of the hardest things to do. It's like whatever you get on X, you would like 10 times that on any other platform. So that's great growth in that short amount of time. Are you finding that your popularity from the sports betting videos is helping you out in your comedic career?
I'm trying to make the transition. So I started posting like my stand-up clips. Like I was posting like periodically throughout, like my old skits and stuff like that. So when I started posting, like I'm actually a stand-up comedian, because my niche is going off on players after I lose a bet. Everybody like, damn, he done lost so much. He doing stand-up now. Or he making skits now, and like they don't really know that's what I was doing before this.
Right.
So, I've gotten popularity outside of like my city. I got booked in San Diego. I just headlined out there in Arizona, and it's just like going to San Diego. It's like 65 people showed up. Like, yeah, man, we saw your post. So it's starting to get there, but I still got to get a little bit bigger to where
Sure.
it's really like paying off and stand up.
But is part of your act now doing sports betting, or do you keep?
I already had like an hour and a half act before sports betting. So sports betting is like it's new,
Yeah.
to where I gotta kind of like write it in. I got a couple jokes, but it's not really like my thing when I talk about stand up.
And have you always been a sports bettor? Or is it something that you kind of just started fucking around with?
So it became legal in Cleveland, Ohio, I think maybe 2023.
Uh-huh.
So before that, I was doing daily fantasy on FanDuel. So I was doing like the daily fantasy lineups. So I was doing that since 2011, like maybe 2010.
And what about
before that?
But were you just doing daily fantasy, or were you doing like spreads, totals?
No, I was just doing daily fantasy. It wasn't legal here.
Oh, yeah, right. Well, yes.
You're like,
right.
well, you can get
There's ways around that.
Yeah. You probably could have found someone in Cleveland. Okay, and then aside from the betting, just curious. Then we'll start talking about the game in a second. But are you a Cleveland sports fan for all the teams?
All the teams.
All right. So I have to ask you, as a Browns fan,
Mhm.
is even just like an ounce of you excited for Ton Munkin to be your head coach?
I wasn't at first, and then like watching the press conference and like greeting Shador, and then just kind of like really getting the history of like what he's done, because I wasn't excited at first because I was just like, he fucking killed Derrick Henry anytime touchdown this whole season. You know how much money I lost on Derrick Henry anytime touchdown, and the third string lineman get the ball. So I was just like, Todd Munkin, like, taking money. TM, that's what his name stands for, right? So I was pissed. And then once you start like getting out of that and you kind of like do your research and people start talking about him, and then him greeting Shador like how he did, I was just like, okay, we might got something.
Okay.
Let me ask you this, since you said Shador, scale of 1 to 10, how bought in are you on Shador Sanders? 10 out of 10.
That's an 11.
He got the it factor, man.
Well, he's got something. He's got something.
He got the it factor, man. People forget, like, when you're a rookie, like it's new to you. The speed, you got to figure it out. But he was the only quarterback that we played where I was like, he might got a chance on this last drive to come back. Like every other quarterback we started this season and last season, I never felt like I just knew like, no, we're gonna throw a pick six in the game. He's gonna get stripped. Like watching Shador, I felt like we had a chance, but he's a rookie. So, but he had that it factor. He had those throws. He wasn't afraid. It was certain stuff that he wasn't afraid of. He wasn't afraid of the moment that I like. Peyton Manning threw 36 interceptions his rookie year. Like, so people forget, like.
Yeah. I have one follow-up because you mentioned other Cleveland quarterbacks, and Dylan Gabriel is probably my least favorite quarterback I've ever watched play, I think.
Oh, my God.
How bought in were you on Dylan Gabriel?
Bro, listen. It's a video surfacing. When we drafted Dylan Gabriel, I was like, who the fuck is this guy? I was like, Quasimodo. Because at that point, I was like, oh, we could get Shador.
Yeah.
And
I think everybody was saying that.
The Browns draft Dylan Gabriel, and I saw him shaking hands, like high-fiving. I was like, we could have got him in the 8th round.
Do you follow college football?
Yeah.
It was nothing was more clear that Dylan Gabriel was just strictly like good in college and was never going to be an NFL quarterback.
Like, bro, have we not seen this? Brady Quinn, have we not seen this? What was the kid that threw all them touchdowns for Hawaii? Colt Brennan?
Yeah, Colt
Brennan. Yeah,
like, come on.
Not good. Do you remember the Brandon Whedon days?
Do I?
Just want to make sure. I'm sorry to bring this up, by the way. Just so you know, we're not Browns haters. Like I said, Steak loves Cleveland. We actually are not Shador haters either. I think, Steak, if I'm correct me if I'm wrong, didn't we take Shador when he was on the road and he was a dog in against the Raiders, against Geno Smith? Wasn't that his first win?
Yeah.
So but we also I did hammer the Titans against Cleveland. So sorry about that. But anyways,
I hammered the Titans versus. Listen, I'm a Browns fan, but I root for my money.
Okay. I like that. Well, it's been fun shooting the shit with you. We could do it for a lot longer, but we do only have 10 more minutes before we got to wrap it up. So let's get your thoughts on the Super Bowl. Seahawks Patriots. The Seahawks are 4.5-point favorite. Total 45.5, 46.5. Sounds like if you were a fantasy guy, you're probably a prop better. You were talking about Derrick Henry not getting in the scoring a touchdown. So I'm not even going to ask you any real specific questions. I'm curious because I don't know what type of better you are. What are you eyeing, or what are you already have in your pocket?
So I'm all, I have a sub game. What up? We have a Discord. We give the plays out and stuff like that. So, they are parlay hungry.
Okay.
I try to teach them the importance of just betting straight, but so I have to make the parlays. But I'm gonna give some for everybody. I love Kenneth Walker. What's his name? Kenneth Walker?
Yeah. Kenneth
Walker, anytime touchdown. I love it. He might get all of them. You know how they gamble. Everybody gonna think JSN about to go off. They about to give Kenneth Walker every touchdown this game. So I love Kenneth Walker anytime touchdown. I did a future pick at the start of the playoffs. I had to pick my Super Bowl winner, and I picked the Patriots for plus 1,000.
Damn.
Yep.
Okay. That out, or are you hedging?
I'm staying with it.
I don't blame you.
I'm staying with it, man. But then they just announced Drake Mayonnaise is dealing with an injury. So,
well, stakes on the Patriots side. I'm leaning Seahawks. We have both been on Drake May. I think we bet the Patriots every game in this playoffs, actually.
Yeah.
I can't. I'm kind of nervous given what we've seen from him in the past couple games. So you like Kenneth Walker? You're going to ride out the Patriots. Is there anybody on the Patriots that you're going to be backing? Maybe a little Stephon Diggs. We haven't heard a lot from him. Ramondre Stevenson, or people are talking about maybe Travion Henderson having a big game.
If anybody have a big game, I feel like it's going to be Travion Henderson. The thing that with Travion Henderson is you just don't know if he in the doghouse or not.
Yeah, yeah.
He'll go and then just have no carries into the third or fourth quarter. So that's what scared me about him. But the player I do like, I keep forgetting his name. What is it? Hollins? Mac Hollins?
Mac Hollins.
You like him?
I like Mac Hollins.
I like him too. I mean, I think he's kind of a weird dude with the barefoot thing. It's not my favorite. I had a friend that did that. Yeah, put some soccer shoes on. I had a friend that did that in college, and he actually went to an FSU football game barefoot, and his feet were all bloody from stepping on glass. I was like, all right, man, it's not cool anymore. So Mac Hollins annoys me because I kind of have that PTSD. But I don't know if you remember in the game against the Broncos, they drew up a flea flicker, and it worked. And Drake May threw a dime, and Mac Hollins caught it. I kind of think we're going to get something like that. So I like Mac Hollins to do something. He's kind of a sneaky guy for me. What about like Rashid Shaheed? Or any of these other guys on the Seahawks? No, you're not really buying any of these dudes.
Cooper Kupp.
Yeah.
Okay.
There
we go.
All right.
So I got Matt Collins, I got Cooper Kupp, and I got Walker anytime touchdown.
That's a parlay.
Those are my three favorites for the Super Bowl.
Okay. What about coin toss?
There's only one right answer. I hate to break it to you. There's only one right answer.
Who wins it?
No. It's gonna be heads or tails.
Oh, heads or tails? Oh, tails never fails.
Thank you.
I know.
Thank you.
I've been fading that for years, and I've lost more money than I like to admit.
Tails never fails, man.
By the way, Lines at Lunch is asking, can we get a Mount Rushmore of banned players from B Titty? Okay, hold on. So real quick, just so I understand, the parlay banned bit that you do is you ban players who sell your parlays, and then
Correct.
You make a list of the banned players.
I make a list, but then I flip their names. So that's the thing.
Got it.
So the running joke is Najee Harris is on every banned video I've ever done. And I've never done a band video for him. So that's the run it. So every video, it could be baseball. Najee Harris is always the last name. it could be boxing. Najee Harris is always the last name on the list. So everybody's just like, I got multiple videos up about why I banned him for life, but everybody's just like, anything Najee Harris, my DMs, I get 300 DMs. He got hit in the head eye with a sparkler. 1,000 DMs. I know you happy. Did you shoot the firework? Like, it's like 1,000 DMs on that. So yeah, so the ban list is just players who sell your slip, horrible performance. So I get like 300 DMs like, bro, you gotta ban this person. Please put him on the list tomorrow. Please talk about this.
Do you have a Mount Rushmore of banned players besides Najee Harris, obviously?
Besides Najee, I can't besides him. He's
sorry, my bad.
Yeah.
Najee, sorry.
Three other guys that would be.
Najee Harris is number one.
Najee Harris number 2.
Yeah, man. Jared Allen number 2.
Rebounds, points, what is
whatever,
anything.
Jared Allen,
lights were too bright.
Jump again. That's what I say his name stand for. Like, bro, not jumping a lot. That's what like. He'll have 15 rebounds, and then the moment I decide to put him on there, playing dodgeball, like, don't grab her. So, Jared Allen.
Somebody's commenting and asking DeAndre Ayton.
Bro, I haven't put him on the slip in 2 years. Lakers money line.
That's good.
That's number 3. And my 4th one. I'm trying to think. Let me go NFL. What's a player that just always fucking sells me?
Any Browns players?
I don't even pick the Browns anymore. I can't lose money in the game.
Yeah.
What do you want me to go to the hospital? Like, I don't even do that anymore. I'm drawing a blank. I'd have banned so many players, man. It's gonna come to me though. It's an NFL player though. It got to be one for sure. Where it's just like every time I pick this, James Cook.
Really?
Really? I did not expect
How
that.
You must be the just horrible timing.
Every time. Listen, I have a video. If you go on Instagram and you search James Cook gambling, right? My video is going to pop up on him with over 1 million views. James Cook, let me say, he's not even in my Mount Rushmore, but he just pissed me off every time. James Cook, if I don't bet him, 200 rushing yards, 10 catches, 3 touchdowns. If I put him for alt 40, arthritis in both knees, it looked like he never ran the ball before. James Cook, this particular video, we had damn near $2,000 on the line. This is like the biggest parlay I ever made, right? Because I don't really do parlays. I had James Cook for alt 40. James Cook gets 40 points. They're going against the Atlanta Falcons. They're up by 30 points in the fourth quarter. So the fourth quarter starts. I'm like, he got the 40 yards. We good. He about to get benched. Do you know James Cook got in the game, lost 1 yard, waved the run, the number 2. I'm talking about didn't even try to run. He got the ball and failed. Waved the running back, number 2 running back in, and set the rest of the game. I made a video. They gambling. That's what started it. They gambling. I got hoodies and t-shirts now.
Oh, I love that.
They gambling. I was like, you lose a yard and call the running back the number 2 in?
That's insane.
I now remember that game when the Bills played at the Falcons. The Falcons won. It was a shitty game for the Bills, right?
No, the Bills won. The Bills are up 30 points.
That's crazy. They even brought him back in that game, honestly.
They were up 30 points. Everybody's on the bench eating Popeyes. but some reason James Cook gets back in the game. He didn't even play. He wasn't even playing the last snap of the third quarter. He gets back in the game.
Damn.
Loses a yard, 1 yard. And keep in mind, the Atlanta Falcons got their backups in. So what defensive tackle is like running through linemen at this point? Loses the yard. When he lost the yard, I said, okay, he gonna just play this last drive. He gets up. I said he got a Vegas helmet on. I did it.
All right, B Titty. Yeah, people are saying that you're very funny. We need to listen to you talk a lot more. Where can they find? Are you it's B Titty on Instagram? Okay.
Yep. So the name right there, it's B Titty on Instagram, Facebook, on X it's B Titty 216. I never changed. It's been the same since.
Yeah, you got to get more active on X. That's where it's at for sports bet. Well, obviously you're doing a great job on Instagram, Facebook. You don't need to change anything up. But sports, a lot of sports bettors on X, they absolutely love your content. So keep up
I've
the
been
good
posting my videos and stuff on there consistently every day for like the past maybe 6 months. So yeah, I jumped up to about 30,000.
That's great.
I'm going up probably like 1,000 every 2-3 weeks.
Yeah, that's great. It's not easy to do. All right, before we get you out of here, give us an exact score prediction of the Super Bowl. What do you got?
What's the over under?
46.
46 and a half.
Yeah.
It's going to be 24-21.
Who?
Patriots.
Patriots winning 24-21. So the game's just going to stay under.
Yeah.
I got one more thing. It's just a one-word answer, yes or no. James Harden as a Cleveland Cavalier, yes or no?
Well, I'm actually taking the Cavs to win the East. Thank you very much. It's plus 360. I've been listening to people talk about this trade for the last 2 days. Nobody likes it. This is going to be the first time James Harden actually comes through. He gets out of LA, gets out of Brooklyn. Cleveland is the perfect place for him. And now Donovan Mitchell is about to go fucking bonkers.
It's nothing to do. And our strip club's not that good. So he got to be focused.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's going to work.
Darius Garland was just too little of a guard, and he was hurt all the time.
Yep.
And he might be on the Mount Rushmore.
He should be.
Now he's in your backyard.
DG, dude gambling. That's why I used to call him.
Good shit. All right, B Titty, this was a lot of fun, man. Glad the viewers got to get more familiar with you. Make sure to follow him on Instagram, Facebook. It's B Titty, and it's B Titty 216 on Twitter. I'll share your profile
Just
here.
B Titty 216 on.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, B Titty 216. All right, man. Good luck on your wagers. Enjoy the game. Thanks for hopping in and shooting the shit with us.
Thanks for having me, man.
All right, preach. Okay, 6:52. It's about an hour and 52 minutes of streaming. A lot of guests, great guests, good banter. I've got 30 prop wagers to make. And shout out B Titty, by the way. That was as I would say, when people hype shit up, you always wonder if they're going to set the bar too high. Like people always, it's the best movie. This is so funny, blah, blah, blah. Oh, this meal's so good. You know what I mean? You have to manage expectations. When people kept telling me how funny this dude is, I'm like, man, I hope this guy fucking delivers. I got to tell you, he was as funny, if not funnier than I expected.
Very funny.
Yeah, good job. The guys on the bench eating Popeyes cracked me up, by the way. Also, arthritis in both knees. I feel that as an old guy.
I have never heard a bad James Cook story. Like I thought, I've never heard a James Cook story like that. Ever.
Yeah. Hovey says that was a great guest to close with. It absolutely was. All right, good stuff, everybody. Thank you for hanging out on the Pikkit pregame. Make sure while you're here, like the stream, subscribe to the Pikkit page, download Pikkit, and track your wagers like a grown up.
Very quickly, we need to get to a Sunday steak special. So, I know you got shit to do. I do too. But the first thing we do when you press close on this window is get to the Sunday steak special. And you're
all right. Hey, as the kids say, say less. All right. Say less. I'm on it. All right. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. This was a lot of fun. We will see you guys tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. for the board review. Peace.